Hello everyone! This next game is definitely a romantic one, as it's not the kind you will often see in modern chess, and it was played in 2015 between the Chinese superstar Wei Yi against the Cuban grandmaster Lazaro Baptista Bruzon. And well, it's a pretty theoretical game, and this game has been played before, but the novelty Wei Yi prepared for this game is simply brilliant, and I'm sure you will enjoy it. Wei Yi is white and Bruzon is black. We have e4, c5, the Sicilian defense, knight to f3, e6, knight to c3, a6, bishop to e2, knight to c6, d4, c captures, and d4 knight captures, queen to c7, so pretty standard. Castles, knight to f6, bishop to e3, bishop to e7, f4, d6, king to h1, castles, and now queen to e1, preparing to go to g3. Knight captures on d4, bishop captures on d4, and now b5. Queen to g3, bishop to b7, and now a3. Protecting from any b4 ideas, and notice that this e4 pawn cannot be captured, because if the knight ever moves, then simply, well, queen captures on g7 is checkmate. So rook 8 to d8, we have rook 8 to e1, rook to d7, bishop to d3, queen to d8, queen to h3, and Wei Yi is now threatening, this h7 square. The threat is e5, and this has to be protected somehow. So Bruzon plays g6, and Wei Yi goes f5. And this f5, it's still, well, pretty theoretical, as this game was played before. So we have e5, bishop to e3, rook to e8, and this was also played. We have f captures on g6, h captures on g6, and this is the novelty that Wei Yi prepared. In this position he played knight to d5. And, well, okay, the knight can be captured, and it seems like black is winning a pawn here. But what Bruzon played was knight captures on d5, and this is actually what the computer suggests. But now Wei Yi has this beautiful attack starts a magnificent king hunt. He plays a rook captures on f7, and there is a threat of queen to h7 checkmate. So the rook has to be captured. King captures rook, and queen to h7 check. And here we have king to e6, and now e captures on d5. We have king captures on d5, because if the bishop would capture on d5, then bishop captures on g6, with threats of queen to f7 and bishop to f5 check. So after e captures on d5, king captures on d5 is played. And now, well, the attack definitely has to be continued. You have to lure the king deeper into the position, because if the king can go to c6 and c7, the attack is over. So Wei Yi finds a very nice idea. He plays bishop to e4 check, and now he pulls the king deeper into the position. We have king captures on e4, and now queen to f7. And this is a very nice silent move, guarding this d5 square, so the king can't run away. And, Wei Yi is actually threatening all sorts of different checkmates here. Well, the most obvious one is queen to f3 checkmate. But other than queen to f3, any move the bishop makes is checkmate. So bishop to c5 is checkmate, bishop to b6 is checkmate, bishop to a7, f2, g1. So pretty much everything but this d4 square. Okay, so this has to be defended, and Bruzon plays the only move, which is bishop to f6. And now we have bishop to d2 with check, king goes to d4, and now a repetition of moves, bishop to e3 and king to e4. I think Wei Yi was probably trying to see if Bruzon would go to the f5 with the king. So Wei Yi finds another idea. He plays queen to b3, and well, now this is also very dangerous, and the threat is obviously queen to d3, and this has to be stopped. Only move to stopping this is king to f5, and now we have rook to f1 check, king to g4, and now queen to d3. Now with the ideas of queen to e2 check. And here, well, it's really hard to defend against all the threats, and Bruzon tries a bishop captures on g2 with check. We have king captures on g2, and now queen to a8. Checking the white king, we have king to g1, bishop to g5, and now queen to e2 check. King goes to h4. We have a bishop to f2 check, king has to go to h3, and now Wei Yi finishes the game beautifully. With a bishop move, he plays bishop to e1. And in this position, Lazaro Bruzon resigned, as there is no defense against all sorts of checkmates here. For example, if queen to d5, then simply a rook to f3 check, and after, for example, king to g4, queen to g2 check, king to h5, and now rook to h3 checkmate. But any other move black plays, it leads to checkmate. So yeah, definitely a beautiful game. And after this knight to d5, let's just see one more time how this king goes down the board. So a beautiful king hunt that is very rarely seen in modern chess, like I said. And there it goes. And okay, but in this position Baptista resigned. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this game. I think Wei Yi was 16 years old at the time this game was played, and he didn't win the tournament. He got 4th place, but still a fantastic result. So yeah, that's it. Thank you all for watching. As usual, you can check 2 of my previous videos here, and I'll see you soon.